Hello guys! So today I'll tell you more about Ayurveda. If you know me, you know this term already probably because I'm a big believer in it and I tend to bring this term up, but I never properly got the chance to explain it to you guys. So this is especially for my friends because I want you to understand this thing. And if you have any questions, please ask anytime. So Ayurveda is this traditional Indian medicine system that has this holistic approach, and I just wanted to break down the word for you. I'm gonna use my little helper, my iPad today. So Ayurveda can be broken down to two words. Ayur means life and Veda means science or knowledge. So it's this magical term. It can be called the science of life. So it's a 5,000-year-old medical system, and it is definitely very different from the Western one. I put these little bullet points to summarize how it's different from Western medicine. So it looks at the individual. It would look at every person. They say that no disease is the same in two different people. So you also can't treat it the same way. And obviously they're not trying to treat the symptoms only, but they're trying to look for the root cause of the disease. They actually don't only do this by examining the patient or do different imaging techniques the way Western medicine would do, but they would have more questions about the person's lifestyle, and they would try to get to know the person, and they try to get to know how the person functions when they're imbalanced and what could have caused that imbalance that they have now, and what it exactly is, like what qualities does that imbalance have. That's what I'm gonna dive into a bit later. And the third thing that's very different from Western medicine is that it's holistic. As I said before, it looks at the whole person. And I think something that's important to mention is that they want to awaken this thought in the patient that it's only the patient that will be able to fix themselves. So they have to be willing to make changes in their lives, stop all the habits that got them sick, or all the patterns that they did in their relationships, for example, or in their work. So they also want the patient to become more self-aware. And that's where yoga comes in my life, because I believe that yoga, which actually is translated even to union, it has many translations, but it's one of the words, union. And I really believe that yoga is this union of the mind, body, and spirit, and it helps you to connect more to yourself and be more aware of yourself. So, back to Ayurveda. In Ayurveda as well, this is the main idea, that they want the patients to get to know themselves. So Ayurveda believes that everything, it's not just Ayurveda, but everything on this earth is made up of 5 elements that you already know from primary school. Air, water, fire, ether, which is this space, and earth or soil. And these 5 elements are present in everything, so not only in the physical world, but also in the deeper spiritual world. And these elements are grouped into 3 doshas. So these are the doshas. If you heard of this word already, very possibly, maybe by the dosha personality types, which I'll get more into as well. So the idea in Ayurveda is that everyone is born with a certain prakriti, which means that these three energies or qualities, all three are present in your body, but one of them, or usually two of them, would be dominating in you. So this is your balanced state that you're born with, and this will define your personality, the way you look, the way you react to things. But then this prakriti might change to vikriti with the change of seasons, or when you go through different phases of your life. So different energies will be more dominating. Okay, so let's dive into it. So Vata is made up of the two elements, air and ether. So Vata dominating personalities that are in balance are very creative. They get new ideas very fast. They are also doing so many things at the same time. These people are usually skinny, and they would have a darker hair color or skin. They tend to have a dry skin, because as you see, so all these elements, so Ayurveda is very intuitive. When I say air and ether, both of these elements are dry, and air is connected to movement. So all these different qualities you should be imagining based on this. So then Pitta, when you think of fire, you think of fiery temper, anger, passion. So that's exactly what Pitta people tend to have. And then there's water also in this element. So they tend to have these two extremes in emotional states. Also Pitta people might have ginger colored hair. Their body types are a bit more muscular, so they build muscle more easily. And then Kapha people, so they're made up of this water and soil or earth element. So they are the more grounded ones. They actually, unlike Vata people, Kapha people are very good at actually doing all the things and that they want to do, because Vata people tend to just switch between many things and never finish what they started, while Kapha is the opposite. Kapha people are apparently they are nice to have a relationship with, because they will never cheat on you. They're very loving, giving. Looking at their body types, they're stronger. They actually have the strongest immune system. They tend to have a bit lighter skin. I'll actually put a little dosha personality type test here that I really liked from this one website. So from one side it looks at which doshas dominated in you when you were born, and it also looks at which ones are dominating in you right now, what types of imbalances you might be having right now. So that was my little rant on Ayurveda. Thank you very much for listening, and if you have any questions, please send me a message and we'll dive deeper into this another day.